2 and right 5 on crest. 80 down. Short lefty.
Round 2 of the Onslow Contracting WA Rally Championship. This is the Make Smoking History Forest Rally. The event is also round 2 of the CAMS Australian Rally Championship. Several of the WA crews cross-entered. The traditional trade hire Busselton Super Stage opened the proceedings with 2 hard-fought runs. Brad Markovic and Dylan King separated by just 0.01 of a second, the Auto 1 driver holding the slim advantage. John O'Dowd in the second Maximum Motorsport entry, another to put in a big effort on the tarmac. He and co-driver Shield just 2.3 seconds off the lead time. For the Auto 1 crew of Brad Markovic and Tony Fever, a brilliant start to day 1 and the gravel tests. 3 fastest stage times and a lead of over 22 seconds. He would, however, then have to manage a big push from Dylan King, who was fastest across the 4 remaining sections. Markovic put in a great day's work, keeping the lead, albeit by just 0.7 of a second, in the process taking the heat win.
What a great day we've had. We started off this morning, just wanted to set a good pace, not look at any stage times, just find our feet. We had a bit of a different game plan coming to the Forest Rally. We stuck to that plan. We had a look at the times midway through the day. Pretty happy with our pace for sitting at that stage. I think we were 3rd outright in the ARC section, so we were very comfortable with that. As the day went on, one of the stages was cancelled and we were issued a derived time, and we had a huge battle this afternoon, it looked like, with Dylan King. So we got to the Nannup stages and looks like we came out in front just by, I think it's about 0.7 of a second. So what a great battle with him this afternoon for not only the outright honours in the West Australian Championship, but also in the ARC as well. So to finish off today, that gives us a 5th outright and a first WA team home. So for Tony and myself, couldn't have gone any better today. Pretty happy with how we went with the car. The car was a dream. We're very comfortable with the notes and the partnership today. So bring on tonight, bring on tomorrow.
A super drive by King, especially over the second half of the day, to grab almost 22 seconds back. He would cite issues with his WRX early in the day. Second outright, a well-deserved result.
Yeah, well, we had a slow start to our day. First 2 stages, we had a few standard diff problems. Weren't big issues, but enough to slow us down and not the pace we were meant to be running at. So we fixed that in our first service, and then we tried our comeback.
The 2-wheel drive honours would again be a hotly contested battle between Tom Wilde and Raz Vlad. These two again showing brilliant speed over the stages and on many occasions setting times well in the top 5, with each driver grabbing a 3rd fastest overall time. Wilde would take the heat and 3rd outright with a fast and clean day's rallying after a good fight.
Yeah, no, we've had a trouble-free run today, heat 1. That's what we want to do at this rally, is to try and have no issues and get through the whole rally, and I think we can do really well if we've done that. And today it looks like we've first of the 2-wheel drives and 3rd outright, I believe, so which is pretty good. It's really good to have good battles with Raz and He's really enjoying it and we're really enjoying it too, so let's hope we can do it all the way to the last stage.
Yeah, it was really good battle with Tom. He was faster than us last night by about 4 seconds, and then the first loop of stages, I think he got another 10, and then the second one we got one back, and then he got us in the other loop. So it was pretty close, but no problems. He was just quicker today. Couldn't beat him. We'll try again tomorrow.
Worthy mentions that of Wade and Alcorn. This team stepping it up a notch or two, setting very good two-wheel drive times. Their efforts paying off with third in class.
5+ Bright over Brow Hub 400. Over 2 Brows, and then down at the end, crest of 5 Right over Bump, Light maybe 100. 5 Right over Bump.
After a slow start to the day, John O'Dowd would crank it up across the afternoon runs and claw back valuable time to finish the day in a credible 4th outright.
Look, we've had a good run so far. It's been good. We've got a tiny little issue with the car in regards to steering, but the Maximum Motorsport boys are onto that as we speak. So, yeah, finished Heat 1 and, yeah, happy.
Heat battle with Steele and Oxley over the 7 stages, the latter having a horror run with plenty of issues. Steele ending the day in 5th, a good result for the Subaru driver. The 11-car field of Clubmans would battle the 7 stages of day 1 for their second round in the series. The sprinter of Travis and the 1600 of the Clark pairing locked into a great fight across the 3 opening runs. On the 4th, Travis would grab a valuable 24 seconds and from there take the event. The Clarks a well-fought second outright and a bag full of series points. The Nicole Adams team on board their Hyundai easily the next best. A good day's work for this pair rewarded with 3rd place. Heat 2 included the Saturday night blast around the Trade Hire Bustleton stage. Markovic again getting the jump, however only just 1 second quicker than the O'Dowd Shield pairing. King and Hayes 3rd quickest, 3 seconds off the lead time. The Maximum Motorsports #1 car would be straight down to business on Sunday morning. Markovic setting fastest on the opening test and grabbing a lead of 28 seconds. The big news, however, was the demise of the King Hayes team with a blown engine.
120. Left 4+ open.
Markovic continued his pace across the morning, and although picking up a puncture on the Healthway stage, he and co-driver Fever easily maintained their lead. The repeat run over Brockman and the 3 final stages saw the Subaru pairing easing up and making sure of the win. A brilliant couple of days' work for this pair, taking the second day and the maximum points for the round. For the second day in a row, the 2-wheel drive teams of Tom Wilde and Raz Vlad would again put on a fabulous display of super committed driving. The pair swapping stage times and never more than a few seconds apart. Additionally, they would be fighting for 2nd and 3rd outright. Wilde and co-driver Kirkhouse would eventually edge out Vlad and finish day 2 in front, however only by 19 seconds. Second outright in the WA Rally Championship, a massive effort. Another brilliant performance by Vlad and Nicole. This battle the drives of the day, the Ford team third outright at event's end. Wade would prove that his day one speed was no fluke, consistently third quickest two-wheel drive on the opening stages. Unfortunately, a roll on Brockman second time through spoilt what could have been a very good overall result.
You okay? Yep.
Reynolds and Stoltari doing a good job taking third place at heat's end. Oxley, Steele and Whittle settled in for a three-way fight. After the halfway point, Oxley was the early pace setter with a 26-second hold on fourth place. Steele fifth, with Whittle a further 40 seconds back. A puncture for Oxley in Healthways meant dropping his advantage. A damaged strut resulted in him needing to nurse at home for a finish in fifth place. Whittle ended the day in sixth, with Steele making the best of the stages, bringing his WRX home in a well-deserved fourth place.
Two right, hug, and three left.
A miserable day for John O'Dowd with power steering issues early. He would fight back with some good stage times, however seventh, the best he could manage.
And two right again here. Here, five left, three right. Into three plus left, in 50.